Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. What? Hey, listen. Air Canada Center, Toronto, Canada. May the 19th, we got Adonis Stevenson versus Badou Jack. And man, look at here, man. We've been having a lot of good boxing this whole year. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Premier Boxing Champions and SHOWTIME Network. Check it. This one right here, I'm going to rate on the scale really like a number 6, maybe a 7. You know what I'm saying? We've been having some good matchups, man. The thing is, Badou Jack, Adonis Stevenson, both very decent names in the sport. But man, I really been wanting to see Adonis Stevenson mix it up with some of the other champions that's been campaigning at that division. Now, Badou Jack, he has campaigned at light heavyweight before, but you know, he has mostly been campaigning at super middleweight. So really, you know what I'm saying, Stevenson has the more experience, not only knocking out guys, you know, in the light heavyweight division, but also getting hit by guys in the light heavyweight division. So you know, but with that being said, it's still a good matchup, you know. And it's still boxing that I really want to see it. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, Adonis Stevenson is 29-1 with 24 KOs. That's an 80% KO average. Listen, he stands at 5'11" with 77-inch reach. And Badou Jack, he is 22-1-2. You know, he got 22 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws. Listen, he had 13 KOs. That's a 52% KO average. Listen, he stands at 6'1" with a 73-inch reach. Now listen, this is the thing, man. Look, like I said, Badou Jack, Adonis Stevenson, it is a decent matchup. You know, they both decent names. Badou Jack has campaigned mostly at, you know, super middleweight, and Adonis Stevenson has, you know, campaigned, you know, more recently as a light heavyweight. But at the same time, I want to see the fight. It's a decent matchup, but man, look, by all means, Adonis Stevenson comes in at an advantage, especially being, you know, just a naturally bigger guy, and also, you know, being able to absorb, you know, bigger punches, and he's the bigger puncher. Now, this is the thing, both of these guys have been KO'd. Both of them have been KO'd, you know, at that super middleweight division. Now, Badou Jack has been KO'd more recently by a guy who Adonis Stevenson beat in Derek Edwards. Badou Jack was knocked out in 2014 by Derek Edwards when Derek Edwards was 26-3-1. He was 26-3-1 at the time. He knocked Badou Jack out in the first round. Listen, Adonis Stevenson, he had been KO'd back in the day, you know, at super middleweight. In 2010, he was knocked out by a journeyman in Darnell Boone. Darnell Boone at the time was 16-15-2. Listen, it was 2010, and Darnell Boone knocked him out in the second round. So both of these guys have been knocked out. Now, both guys are coming off a win, you know, and both of them were wins in the light heavyweight division. Badou Jack, you know, he beat Nathan Cleverly. You know, him and Nathan Cleverly, both very good body punchers. But man, look, he kept beating Cleverly to the punch. He was in that mid-range, and he just found him a very comfortable spot, you know, at that firing range, and he began to, oh man, he was digging deep to the body, landing combinations, you know, and he got him out of there. But he TKO'd Nathan Cleverly. And you already know Adonis Stevenson is also coming off a win against none other than Fanfara, who he had already beat. Now, the first time they fought, you know, Fanfara went 12 rounds with him. This time, it wasn't so. Adonis Stevenson just hurt him early. And once he hurt him, man, it basically was over. He hurt him in the first round. He made it out the first, but Fanfara ain't make it out the second round. So, you know, both guys have, you know, they coming off a little momentum swing. But like I say, Adonis Stevenson has a clear edge, you know, being the bigger guy. And Badou Jack, man, he does have a height advantage, but Adonis Stevenson has that 77-inch reach. And he fights in an aggressive manner where he can close distance. And, you know, hey, I mean, it's going to be an interesting matchup, man. I mean, I don't know. Badou Jack will have to really try to make it like a defensive chess match. He's going to have to make it, to me, he got to make it a boring fight. And he's going to have to fight defensively and pick his shots wisely. Because if he comes anywhere close to that firing range, man, look, you already know what it is. Rockabye, baby. Hey, but anyway, it is an intriguing enough matchup. And like I said, man, I really want to see Adonis Stevenson match up with some of these, man, his champions right there at 175. Real good. Man, to me, he should have fought Sergey Kovalev. But now you got other champions. You got Bivol. You know what I'm saying? You got other champions that's in that division, man. You know, this is for the WBC. It's for the WBC. But man, there's other champions in the division now. That's, man, look, that matchup where, man, look, try to unify. But I don't know. It depends on what happened right here. Badou Jack is saying, man, he ready to make a statement, you know, for the rest of his career. I mean, I don't know how that's gonna work out, but you know, hey, it is what it is. But I just don't know if, you know, Badou Jack gonna be able to stand up or hold up. But we gonna see. We gonna see. And I am gonna do a video, you know, around weigh-in time. Once it's official that we have a fight, both guys weigh in good, then you know, I will make sure I do a video, and I will do a prediction at that time. And also throughout the fight, you know, I will also give you some update highlights throughout the fight. You know, the first few rounds, after the first few rounds, then probably after the mid rounds. And then, you know, after the fight is over, I'll give you a full fight, you know, highlights and analysis. So y'all rock with Daddy P, man. Also, y'all know Gary Russell fight the same night. It's also going to be on Showtime. This one is going to be on Showtime as well. You know, it's kind of like a co-event. Only thing, Gary Russell is just in the you know, it's a different venue, but it's still gonna be on Showtime. So you know, it's gonna be a good night of boxing, May 19th. So man, y'all rock with your boy, this Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. Go ahead and slap that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time it's going down. Listen, I appreciate all of the subscribers, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Hey, y'all keep watching Daddy P, man. I got some more stuff coming up, man. So y'all rock with your boy. This Daddy P signing out.